Hey everyone, Tommy J here and welcome to I Show You Games. Today I'm here to show you GunZ 2 The Second Duel, a free-to-play third-person action game developed by MAIET Entertainment. And honestly, I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly, but I'm gonna say it that way again. So I was reading up on MAIET Entertainment, and it turns out their name was actually created by spelling the word team backwards and then adding an I in the middle, which stands for innovation. So yeah, anyway, a little bit of random trivia on that company that I thought was interesting. So aside from GunZ 2, they have made a few other games, including the first GunZ game, as well as Raiders, which is an action MMORPG, and that's spelt in that same kind of way, Raider with a Z or Z on the end, depending where you are from in the world. So apparently they do like their Zs. Anyway, let's have a look at GunZ 2. So the options menu is just available here, and it's reasonably extensive. You've got full screen windowed and windowed mode. I love full screen windowed, so that's a big tick from me. VSync, it's got an FPS lock higher than 60, which is nice to see. There's also some graphics presets, as well as if you go into advanced, a couple of just extra little options. Now, you also have volume sliders, general gameplay settings, so blood, language filter, rotate minimap, the important ones there. I guess there are different languages too, 2 different languages. And there's also mouse sensitivity and fully rebindable controls, which it's always nice to have fully rebindable controls. So, let's get into the game. So this is the character select screen, and you can unlock all 5 characters for reasonably cheap. I have 2 unlocked. And yeah, there they are available on the right. On the left, you have your skills and gears, and you actually unlock these by playing your character. So as you play your character, they get experience, you unlock more abilities, more skills, some passives. Passives are in blue. So for example, everyone starts with this kind of instant kill melee ability, as well as just another ability which is very themed for them. Then at level 3, everyone gets parry. Level 5, everyone gets an aerial dodge and a rising attack. And then at level 8, everyone gets their first passive. Level 10, they do get another themed ability. So the characters are different enough. See, if I go to this character here, this will be Black Snake. So it's strikes and knocks an enemy target like a snake hunting its prey. Whereas this character coats the tip of your blade in energy to deliver a powerful blow. So yeah, it's very different based on what character you have. There are also these things called gears, and what they are is just an extra slot that you can put a little bonus in, and it is only a little bonus, so someone who's level 20, it's probably bigger that they have their passives than all these extra gears. Anyway, let's just have a look at the other characters. So you have Ivan, Rena, Wayne, Elena, and Max, and they cost 10,000 gold to buy. So I'll give you some idea of how much that is in a second. But first off, you may notice this video is not available in 1080p. And there's a good reason for that, I'm not just being lazy. This window we're in right now is actually a window, and it's 1280 by 720, so 720p. And yeah, as far as I know, you cannot resize it at all. But when you launch a game, both the loading screen and the game itself will be 1080p, so whatever resolution you set it at, in my case 1920 by 1080. So that's nice. I'm not sure why they did it this way, but I guess it's okay they did do it. But keep that in mind, because if I get to, say, it jumps to a loading screen, it may cut out the recording because it puts it in separate parts because it's different sizes. So yeah, just forgive me if that happens. Anyway, what do we have? Let's have a quick look at the shop first off. So every character has 3 weapons. Ivan, for example, has the longsword, the submachine gun, and the sniper rifle. And you may notice that these weapons are slightly different, but they're all available at whatever level you're at. Level 1, you can buy any weapon you want, provided you have the funds for it. So for example, the Striker, which I currently have, has lower power than the Schmeißer, but higher fire rate and higher accuracy, so it creates this interesting balance where you pick what you want, the type of weapon you want. And yeah, I think that's a good way to do it, not having an unlockable system where one weapon's stronger than another, but having it just so they have different stats and can cater to your playstyle. Now, one thing that does give you an advantage is these sets here, these bundles, but they are available with gold, not a real money currency, which is nice. And the advantage they give you, if I go to my inventory, this old one, these white ones here are what I started with, each one of them will have 10 less armor points than the green one which I have equipped. So the pants have 20, Gloves have 10 instead of 20, and boots have 10 instead of 20. So by wearing these base items, you do have 40 less armor. You will have 100 wearing these green ones. So yeah, you do start with that tiny disadvantage. However, you start with either 10 or 15,000 gold, and you'll be able to purchase them straight off if you want to, or a weapon if you want to. Now, there's also some other stuff. So there's accessories, which can be bought for either a lot of gold or real money. So for example, just sunglasses, cap, a horse mask, little chicks, a turbine on your head, because, you know, running fast generates power, I guess. A skull mask, Viking beard. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different things like this, and to be honest, I think they're pretty cool. If you're going to do a free-to-play model, you do it in this kind of way, where it doesn't actually affect the gameplay at all. However, they do have these kind of things, so XP boosts for 1 day, or gold boosts for 1 day, and they are available for $4 US essentially. There's also some other things you can buy. You can buy in-game gold, 50,000 for $4, so for example, each character was 10,000 gold, with the first one being free, so you could buy all the characters for $4 with 10,000 gold left over, or for example, you could spend that $4 and buy 3 different weapons, or your armor and 3 different weapons. So I guess it's kind of a shortcut, but that doesn't give you any massive advantage. There are these things here called ores, however, or purified ore and purified crystal. Now, they are part of a crafting system. So if I go to the Tesla shop here, this may look a bit confusing, but essentially what it does is each one of these represents 200 items. One of those 200 items will be permanent, and it will be blue, so it will be rare quality, I believe, or uncommon maybe? Yeah, uncommon. So green is common, blue is uncommon, white is default, and then you do have orange, which is better. So the point of this is that you spend these ore, which you actually get by playing the game, so I'm going to get some ore if I win my next game, and you spend 7 of them to create this kind of random thing. Now, one of them will be a permanent item, and when the permanent item is found, the count goes back up to 200. So in this one, I have a 1 in 115 chance of getting a permanent item. So let's just give that a go, see what I can get. And it has a little animation that goes along with it. So what did I get? I got the Schmeisser. Oh well, and it went down to 114. So I have a Schmeisser that will last 1 day, 18 hours from when I equip it. For example, I have a couple of other ones here that have run out. And yeah, so that's pretty much that system. Now, you do have this thing here, and that's disassemble. And I can say disassemble that blade, and it'll give me a bit of gold. So, you do have that system. However, if you disassemble a green, you receive some ore, which can be used to get purified ore. If you disassemble a blue item, you will get, it's not ore, but it allows you to buy this, or get this premium stuff, so the crystals. So yeah, combine 10 crystals to receive a purified crystal, and what these purified crystals do is let you roll on these. So as you can see, they look pretty badass, really cool. They're kind of on fire or lightning, and they are quite good, as well as some extra outfits, which are, again, I assume, better than the normal ones. So that's the item progression system in this game, and it's weird, but I think it's kind of cool, personally. Anyway, let's queue up for a match. So there are 4 modes available. Team Deathmatch, which is your standard kill each other until one team reaches the score required. I believe it's 400 points if it's a 4 vs 4 game, and it's 5 points per kill or 10 points per kill, so something around there. Team Elimination, which is each player only has 1 life. When you die, you sit out for the rest of the round until one team's eliminated. And yeah, best of 5 rounds, or sorry, first to 5 wins. Then you have Time Assault, which is the attacking team must destroy 3 points in order, so A, B, then C, and the defending team must stop them from doing so. Then there is Gladiator, which is freaking hilarious. It's so funny. Everyone can only use their melee weapons, and aside from that, it's the same rules as Team Elimination, so everyone has 1 life, and first to win 5 rounds, but that can have some really funny stuff. For the purposes of the For the purposes of today, however, I'm going to show you Team Deathmatch because it does have all the weapons available and all that good stuff. So, as far as maps go, there's a decent amount. There's more than enough. There are, of course, people having favorites, and because of the voting system, you will often be playing people's favorites or the most popular map, but occasionally you'll get those ones that no one really wants just because you voted for it, so that's always good. I believe there's 8 maps available for Team Deathmatch and Team Elimination, either 2 or 4. I think it's 4 for Gladiator and 1 or 2 for Time Assault, so there is a decent amount. And the Gladiator ones are kind of cool. There's these themed ones. There's this one that's an arena and it's got all this fire and stuff if you jump into the middle, or you can run around the edges, so it's a little bit like a Colosseum in Rome. So what else is there? Well, you also have these other modes here. There's ranked games, which require max level and have the same modes as normal. There's the campaign, which is just, it's like you're versing NPCs only. Let's ready up and select a map. I'm pretty sure my audio cut out then, but just to expand on what I was saying, Worf had 2 votes, so there was a 66% chance. It essentially does a dice roll that it will go to Worf, and Mansion had 1, so there was a 33% chance it would go to Mansion. Okay, so this game... Whoop, let's dash. No. Okay, so this game is pretty fast-paced. You've got a whole lot of extra movement things. Ooh, let's just, oh, die. That's ping. So one thing this game does is it's hosted peer-to-peer, which means that if a host with terrible internet is picked, you kind of have this laggy match, which doesn't happen that often, but it does happen occasionally. And I really don't like it when it happens, because, yeah, it's obviously not good to play on high ping. However, it's a reasonably rare occurrence that happens. So it doesn't happen every game, and the host can change their, can just swap to another person if they want to. So as far as the game itself goes, the movement is quite fast. You can run up walls, you can dash, even when you're in the air you can dash. It gives you this extra little bit of movement. What's people doing over here? Oh, this is not good. Let's try and get out of there, run up the wall. So wall running is faster than... Is someone shooting at me? Yes, they are. Wall running is faster than normally running on the ground, so it encourages people to do that, and running on the ground is fairly slow. Ooh, that didn't work too well. Running at 2 people, never a good idea. So this game does have a whole lot of teamwork that's required, because obviously if it's 2v1, you're probably not going to win. Oh, yeah. Going hard out. Oop, that teammate died. Let's walk over here. But since the maps are made so that you can make the most of your mobility, you do have a lot of options and a lot of paths, and honestly it's quite great. Like, I really like it. Oop, let's hide in here. So every class has different weapons, as you may have noticed. Oh, where'd she go? But they are fairly balanced. Different classes are better at different things than others. So they're better at melee combat. They also, that is the only shared weapon between classes. She has a submachine gun, and so does the character I'm playing, Ivan. Whereas everything else is unique. Oh god. Over here. Gotcha. Oop. Again. So the game is often fairly balanced, but occasionally you will get one person who is just better than everyone else, and your team will get decimated. It's fairly rare. Ah, missed. Terrible shot. see if I can get them this time. Oop. So, because of the high mobility, the game is quite fun. Oop. Damn it. It's two of them. Oh, a third. Didn't even see him. Let's get you. So, that I used then was a special ability. And you do have special abilities. So, I mentioned them earlier when I was talking about the actual game in the character select screen. Oh my god, explosions everywhere. So yeah, those are available, and your character will light up blue when you have a full bar of your special abilities. So that character right there was lit up blue. And yeah, they do allow you to do your instant kill abilities as well as just your other cool stuff. So that's her instant kill ability. If she'd hit anyone, probably would have killed them. Knock you over. No. Alright. So that was the round over. It was a short round, and I believe the gold rewards are actually based on how long the round lasts. So they got 863 gold, we got 531. So how long was that match? It was 5 minutes exactly, actually. So yeah, the matches are quite short. Anyway, let's play one more. Hopefully it's a bit of a better game. So earlier I was talking about the modes. The campaign is just you versus NPCs, which can be pretty fun. However, if you die, that's it. You need to use these things called revival coins, and you need to purchase them, or you do get some randomly through doing things. I have like 11 or 13, and I'm not sure how I got them. There's also daily login bonuses. So each day you log in, you get a reward, and it can be anything from gold to those purified ore. It's a set order of things. But yeah, it's nice that that's there, because if you do play the game, even if you just log in and log out once a day, you do get those items, and it does give you that little bit of stuff you can use. Okay, let's just refine that to make it into one of those. So as far as the different characters' items go, this character has submachine gun, dual pistol, dual daggers. The cowboy has a whip, a revolver, and a lever action rifle. This character, Elena, has the spiked bat. Well, it's a blunt weapon, but all of them are pretty much bats. An assault rifle and a grenade launcher. And then Max, the final character, has a minigun, a flamethrower, and a shield. So that shield can actually be used for full combat as well as blocking bullets. He can sit there and just block, so you can't shoot him from the front, and it often takes multiple people to take one Max out. Okay, so let's actually vote for what map I want this time. I want Mansion. Let's go with Mansion. Hopefully that goes through. Yeah. So unfortunately I can't click it and see what the chances are of getting it. But the game itself, it's quite fun. And even when you're losing, like last game, my team got decimated, but I still had fun doing it. I'm gonna be quiet for the transition. And here we are in Mansion. Now, hopefully we have a better host than last time, because last time we did have a whole bunch of people over 100 ping, with a couple getting connectivity issues, and yeah, so let's hope it's good. One gripe I actually do have with the game is that when your character dies, or when they spawn, they say one thing, and that thing doesn't change. So if you're dying a lot, you'll just hear these same things over and over.
Let's rock.
So this is Mansion. Damn, I missed. Where are you? Ooh. Almost got him. You are dead. So I've noticed that people dash a lot to move instead of walking, and I guess that's to your advantage, because you can just continuously dash, and like you don't have a stamina bar or anything like that. Ooh, inaccurate weapon. And what that means is that you're very hard to shoot at a distance. Oop. Or apparently not for him. So, you do have limited spawn protection. You may notice there are a couple of enemies in my spawn right now. And you do have like 3 seconds or something of spawn protection, which is often enough. Oh, we all have high pings again. It's pretty unlucky that that happened 2 games in a row. I don't think that's happened 2 games in a row before, so yeah. Also, in Australia, a lot of people only have average internet, so we do have that disadvantage. If you're playing from another country like America, you'd probably be much better off. Oh, terrible shot. So, as I mentioned before, lots of maps have a whole bunch of different paths. Oop. Let's get you. Oops. Damn it. I accidentally pulled out my submachine gun instead of my actual weapon. Probably could have killed him then. Anyway, he'll just be in here. Ah, I'm gonna miss him. Yeah, a little bit laggy. It's really unfortunate. I just do want to mention that the game hasn't been this laggy on most of the games I've played. It's just that it's been picking bad hosts. There we go. Someone else became the host. Oop. And I should really give up on sniping. Let's get out of there. Ooh. So yeah, as you can see, some characters are more popular than others. What's her name? Rena, I think that character's name is. The ninja that has the 2 daggers and two pistols. She is, as far as I can see, one of the more popular characters. I'm not sure if that's because she's overpowered or not, but yeah. See very little of Wayne, actually. He's a new character. As far as I know, the company plans on releasing more characters for everyone. Wayne was the cowboy guy, was a recent addition. Oh, I missed my special ability. No. Oh, I'm dead. How am I actually doing? 6 for 5. I guess that's alright. I'm having fun. The lag has stopped because thankfully the host can just be like, I want this person to be the host, and it will swap it to that person. Which is, in my opinion, a great addition.
Killing machine.
Ooh. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, teamwork, it's very difficult to 2-on-1, so if you get some friends together, because there is a full clan system and all that in this game, if you get some friends together, it can be a lot of fun. Oh, let's go up this wall. Gotcha.
Nice.
And yeah, you can block people while you're running at them. And she just used her special move, and I was able to dodge it, thankfully. And then I accidentally used one of mine. Let's kill her. So, when you knock people down, they do become immune to melee weapons, as far as I can tell. At least your melee weapons. Which means that you do need to draw your other gun to... Oh, damn. Oh, I missed. So yeah, won that round. It was pretty short again. Pretty short again. How long was it? Yeah, I'm not sure. About 5 minutes 20 or something. But we did get more gold. So 937 gold and about 600 for the win. And every level you level up, you do get a whole bunch of items. Now, I received 1 ore for my supplies. And each day you do start off with, normally you start off with 2. And then after that, every third game will get you more. And I'm pretty sure that I did get more than one last time I got supplies, so it must be random, a range. So there are a few other things I want to mention. There are events, which is just a weekly MVP, and what it does is it selects a whole bunch of people, just 10 random people. Now, these could be inactive people, they could be completely active people, you could get completely screwed and get put against the most active people in the game. But it's random, and what it does is it pits you against those other people and will rank you based on how many wins you get. So if I go to mine right now, there's someone with 18, someone with 13, a couple of 2s, a couple of 1s, just games won, so yeah, and that's pretty cool. And that will reward you with this kind of badge that kind of sits on your character's shoulder there, or chest. Now, there's also achievements, and they are typical achievements that you'd imagine. So if I just go to all, stuff like complete the tutorial, reach a certain level, win 5 of a certain match, win a certain number of a certain match, kill a certain number of enemies with a certain weapon, like 300 opponents with a sniper rifle, or 150, and they do reward you with things like this. So yeah, you actually get a lot of these kind of crafting materials just through playing the game through rewards. All of these are also Steam achievements if you're into that, but there aren't really any super unique ones. They're all just reach a certain level, win a certain number of games, kill a certain number of enemies. Anyway, I think that's about it. So overall, the free-to-play business model in this game is pretty fair. Obviously, those who spend a lot of money can get ahead faster, but since it's just gold, it's not that much of a difference. Most of the rounds I've played have lasted around 5 minutes, with a few up to 10, and I think I did play a time assault once that lasted almost 15. But since they are nice short games, you can just play the game in bursts if you want to. Just log in, play a couple of games, log out. The game itself is fast-paced, the combat feels pretty good, and it feels surprisingly balanced for a game that has multiple classes. And there is some pretty awesome music if you just listen in the background, or if you have been for the video. So yeah, I personally really like it. It's free to play, and it runs through Steam, and I think it's only 2.5 gig or something, so if you want to just download it and give it a go, or if you think this might even be the game for you, yeah, you can always just give it a try. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. This has been Tommy J. Have a good one.